We saw the flames, but never the house. Never what's inside the house or anything. We just saw the house on the ground with the sheets. And like I said, I can't remember. I just saw the flames and saw my husband coming running to me and say, it's burning, it's burning.
We set out to create Lumkani to address the problem of informal settlement fires in South Africa and across the globe, where we see that we traditionally don't see one fire that displaces one family and destroys one home. It tends to be a problem and a challenge for the community surrounding one house. So we traditionally see many households destroyed and a number of families displaced in a single go.
For me to experience that the second time it was hectic. The first time when it happened to me, I saw the frame of my house. That was in the first burn. That was, I think, 2013, 2 days before Christmas. And the question for me is just, why is it happening now the second time to me? I'm a people's person. If I talk to you, I talk, I greet, I do whatever you ask me what way I can do it. I try to help people, but why me? I can't sleep properly at night because I know I've got danger now. At this moment, I've got danger in my house. That's why my kids isn't here. I long for my kids. I want them to come home, but how can I let them come home if there is still danger in the house? Look at what the people did. They put in my box. I don't know what they did there, but there's still some wires loose, but there's running electricity through there. So how can I let my baby from 5 years old come home and the electricity is like that? I'm not going to let it happen for a third time.
The most positive response we receive is when we should be receiving positive responses, which is when we detect fire and we prevent things from happening. So obviously everyone is intrigued and a little bit distrustful in the beginning about what this new technology might do, and will it work? Why is this happening? Kind of thing. So obviously there is always a little bit of initial work that we need to put in to ensure that this is a product that is trustworthy, that will work, that will rise to the occasion when it's meant to. And the response we receive from our clients once we have detected fire is obviously resoundingly positive, and that's really the only reason we live to exist, is to ensure that we are detecting fires and that we are mitigating the loss and the spread of fires and the loss that fires cause, and that our customers feel safer in their homes in the event of fire. So firstly, this isn't a smoke detector, and that's its main difference. It detects heat, it detects rapid changes in temperature, and that's really where we are different, because in an informal settlement, cooking, lighting, and heating methods, in some cases, are on open flames. In other cases, steam and general activities produce enough particles which would trigger off smoke detectors, therefore rendering them a little bit useless because they're constantly false alarm. People would take out batteries and it would be done. So we detect the rate of rise of temperature, which decreases false alarm. So when our device rings, it means we have a problem. What I do now is I'm going to use the temperature of my breath to trigger this device, and what it's doing is it is measuring how quickly it gets hot. So it's going to go from a normal room temperature to the temperature of my breath at a very rapid rate, and that's what our detectors detect in terms of fire. So here goes. So it takes time. Obviously, you don't want to just let it trigger immediately. You obviously there has to be time for it to, otherwise it could just be like warm air from a kettle or whatever the case may be. So this will go on for 20 seconds and then communicate with all the devices within 40 meters of itself.